Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Wall plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I wanted to discuss this new feature that I've added to the Medeek Wall Tools 2 toolbar. So this is the one that has all those kind of newer tools. And as you can see, we have the Edit Corners tool, and right here that almost looks similar, we have the Connect Corners tool that I've just recently added. So yeah, these two icons are quite similar in appearance. Hopefully we don't mix them up, but yeah, I just wanted to make something new here for you guys to use. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. A lot of people ask me about the grid tool, how I create these grids, and this is part of the Medeek project plugin. There also is a free grid tool available. I think SketchUp has one on the extension warehouse, but this one has this ability to have major and minor grid lines. And I do know that with SketchUp 2024 and 2025, I think the major grid lines don't look any different than the minor grid lines, so that is an issue. But on older, prior versions, it does come out okay. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to throw down some walls, and you'll notice here that I've turned off the gypsum layer, the cladding layer, and the sheathing layer. That's just so we can look at the framing of the walls a little better as we use this new tool. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to throw some random walls out here. And I'm actually going to not join them up as I normally would, because then there's less for us to do. So I'm just going to put some walls out here kind of randomly placed. And let's see here. It doesn't really matter. Let's just go ahead and place a few more walls, and we'll see. Actually, I want to put one just right there, I guess. Okay, so we've got a few randomly placed walls just to give us something to work with here. So the point of this new tool, and well, let's compare it now to the Edit Corners tool. So the Edit Corners tool, basically you can come up to a corner of a one of these walls, and you don't have to select multiple walls. You just select one wall, and it will toggle between an inside or an outside corner. So that's great, but sometimes you have situations, and I've seen a lot of I will say bad models by different users, that the walls aren't properly connected at the framing. And it's not to say that the users aren't doing a good job. It's just that unless you connect those walls, the corners, you really can't, it's not really utilizing the plugin to its full potential. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this here. So go ahead and click this tool, and you'll notice right away that you have 3 points that are highlighted on the wall when you do that. So you have the end, or the start, I mean. And by the way, when it shows that little text where it says end, that is actually the wall corner condition, right? So right now it's set at end, but it's actually, the green means start, the red means end of the wall, and the blue is the middle of the wall. And the middle of the wall will always just show middle, regardless of there's no really corner configuration there. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go with the simplest case. We're going to select the end of this wall, and notice now the wall stays highlighted. That means now you're on to step 2, and we're going to select this corner of this wall. Okay, and you notice that it joined them up, and it also adjusted the corners of these 2 walls from the end condition to the inset outside corner and the outside corner. Right. And then, the nice thing about this tool is if, like, for instance, you want to configure the other way around, you could just go ahead and click and then click again, or maybe it's the other way around. I can't remember. Yeah, so there we reverse the connection. So we can change it from inside to inset over here or inset over here. Okay, so that's kind of the idea. And what you can do is you want to connect. So here's the thing. If you try to connect an end of a wall, and notice I have these little our little guides turned on. You can turn those on in the global settings. If you try to connect the end of a wall to the end of another wall, now let's try that and let's see what happens. Notice that it comes up with this little warning, says it cannot connect the end of a wall to an end of a wall. So basically you have to connect starts to ends. And now there is one other condition, but let's just demonstrate this first. So I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there, and here I'm going to do an inside corner. And notice it took care of the inside corner for us. And again, if you want to switch that up, actually I think it has to go the other way. Anyways, you can click on this and toggle these, and it will go switch it the other way. Okay. So basically, it will recognize whether it needs an outside or an inside corner. Okay, so it's kind of nice. And yeah, let's just go ahead and close these other walls up real quick. Alrighty. And you can see that it's pretty handy to have this little tool. Okay, so now let's talk about that middle condition. Okay, so there will be situations, right, where you've got a bunch of internal framing. Of course, this is an external perimeter, but we can use it nonetheless. Let's say we want this wall to tee into this wall, right? Let's just say these are all interior walls, and it doesn't really matter. So we can either select this wall first, or this wall, or the other way around. It doesn't matter. But if we want to tee into this longer wall here, we want to select the middle. So notice as we mouse out toward the ends, it'll highlight those ends. We want to make sure that it's highlighting the middle, and then click. Okay, and then it remains, with that highlighting, so you know what condition you're talking about here. And then we'll just go ahead and take this wall, and we'll go like that. And now you'll notice, I'm going to turn the tool off for a sec just so I can zoom out. It's gone ahead and created a T intersection, and also regenerated this wall, and stretched this wall out, and then updated it to the T end condition, right? So that's exactly what we wanted. Now, as we can see, this wall here is currently configured incorrectly, and we want it to tee into this other wall. All right, not a problem. Just click here, select the end, select near the end of this wall. It doesn't have to be right at the end, just so that it highlights green. I mean, if you select over here, obviously that's not at the end, but you just want to make it so it highlights green. And then for this wall, just make sure it highlights blue. And now notice that we've regenerated this wall, and we've changed that T condition. So it basically is stretching the wall, it's regenerating the walls, and it's also adjusting just the corner configuration. So really we've got 3 tools essentially combined into one tool with this new tool. So I think it's a pretty powerful new addition to the extension, and hopefully you guys can really put it through its paces, and let me know if there's any issues with it or anything. I've tested it fairly thoroughly for about 2 days now, and I think I've worked out all the major bugs. But with anything like this, it's brand new. There could always be something that pops up. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I think hopefully this will be a new addition to you guys' tool bag. And just the other thing too I wanted to note was, if you have a wall, so if walls are parallel to each other or in line, it currently will not connect those walls. So like, let's say if I select the end of this wall, and let's say I select let's see this wall right here. So see, it'll say you cannot intersect points of the wall panel. Yeah, because it can't find an intersection point. So so basically, yeah, parallel walls, yeah, you can't connect those. They have to be, and I don't think they have to be orthogonal to each other, but they have to be non-parallel walls so that they can intersect each other. All right, if anybody has any questions on this or any other suggestions to make this tool even better, go ahead, let me know. My email is readily available, as well as you can get hold of me on the forum or even give me a call. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later.